It's Madden NFL 23, and here's J.C. Horn, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Panthers and the Lions, next on EA Sports.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a play fake, and it's gone. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Goff on target to Hockenson for a Lion first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The numbers for him from a week ago. 13 carries, 56 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And connecting here with DJ Shark. He's got room at the 30, and he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A big play there for Detroit, 43 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. And this is going to be intercepted.
Oh my God.
Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule.
And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Thompson on 1st and 10.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Second down throw for Thompson. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina.
Boy, Charles, this offense is... explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The Goff's throw taken in by Hawkinson here.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Devin Bush driving in.
Yes, sir.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
On second down, Swift. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
That's a gain of 3.
From the gun, here's Goff.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
And how about this, a fake? And this is caught, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job.
I'm not sure that the surprise was that they actually faked it. That's classic territory to go ahead and do it. The surprise to me is that they were successful. I'm not sure the defense was really prepared.
And now they're going to keep the drive alive here. Really big play on the fake punt.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Down inside the 10.
A big play that time on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Throwing again is gone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So that drive goes 8 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So a sensational return there on special teams, a foot race that he was not going to lose. Now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Thompson will look to the air on 1st down.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard.
A solid stiff arm. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Right back to Hubbard.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
They'll give this to Hubbard running right to about the 26 here. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now a 2nd down and 6. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play.
These two teams all tied after 1. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Here we go. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Thompson now, 3rd down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Lions are going to have it here just past the 25. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Goff on first down. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Panthers.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
So here come the Lions now.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. It's complete to Williams. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
Goff now looks to throw.
He's got this complete to Williams.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. On 1st and 10, Goff.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Chark. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Goff throwing again. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Throwing again on second down. Goff.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. Now Goff. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes.
Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
On fourth down, Goff to the sidelines, and Detroit has Riley Patterson out there for the field goal. Patterson's kick is good.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he returns this to the 22.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now a give. It's Hubbard going left.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. 3rd and long, Thompson.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Goff.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Goff on 1st down. That one complete. He finds Sharp.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Gone. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
The Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Again, Goff. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On fourth down, Goff to the sidelines, and Detroit has Riley Patterson out there for the field goal.
He hit his first, this one from 38.
Patterson's kick is good.
And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
They're trailing here in the first half still, but maybe, Charles, that'll help them get some momentum back. First, the forced fumble, and then they're able to get a field goal out of it.
And down in the game, they came out and created their own opportunity on one side of the ball and did get points out of it, as you mentioned. Complimentary football right there as they try and bring this one back to even.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at him.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Thompson on 1st and 10.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Thompson.
And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Again, Thompson's going to throw this. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
To throw again on second down.
Thompson.
Rifling one complete into the hands of Marshall. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Thompson now.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Second and goal from the 1. They'll go with the keeper. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
It's their quarterback in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at the Superdome. Indianapolis on the road taking on New Orleans. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Deontay Johnson, a touchdown reception. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And that game is tied as they take on the visiting Tennessee Titans. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And they've had some success on the ground. And with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. And meanwhile, for the Lions, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Now this offense gets set for the next series. We get a peek at Terrace Marshall, who leads them onto the field.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it'll...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now on 2nd and 13, Goff. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a first down throw. Goff. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 49-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. Open man. He's got him. The tight end, Hawkinson. Goff finding Hawkinson there for the Lion first.
That's good for a Lions.
Goff a handoff here to Swift. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ball carrier. Taken down at the 41. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw is Goff. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Goff connects with St. Brown. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Goff. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Goff
off on third down. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal.
Complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Goff now to throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. Only a yard in the completion. It's second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back to the running game with Swift. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. A couple extra tight ends are in. Third and goal from the 1. Swift again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point try now for Patterson. And this one's back to an 8-point game.
Makes the score Panthers 28, Lions 20.
So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Carolina offense about ready to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Throwing on second and 8. Thompson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Thompson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. On 4th down, Thompson. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Thompson going play action here. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. 3rd and long, Thompson. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
On the ready.
A give running right, it's Hubbard. Down to the 41. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd down, another chance for Hubbard.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 147 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now Thompson. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Thompson. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you're talking about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down, make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. He's got this complete to Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first.
And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Goff. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
So many components go into a well-executed screen pass. You've got to sell. Offensive line's got to sell like they've missed blocks, and then they move out, and they're out in front of the running back. He's got to sell that he's trying to block it, and he slips out into the route. The quarterback has to sell that maybe he's trying to throw it downfield. Instead, he slips it off to the running back, and when you get one set perfectly, you have to catch the ball, and that didn't happen on that play.
And 6.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Play action. It's Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
The Again, Goff. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Shaq Thompson picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
Riley Patterson on for the Lions field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too, but it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now it's Thompson. That pass complete to Moore. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And Marshall's got it. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Come on, set. Ready.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's Thompson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain an 11-point spread. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. From the 50, it's Goff. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he is going to have a Lions first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. To the air again. Goff. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a first down throw. Goff. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. T.J. Hockenson from 17 yards out. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Popular down near the goal line, quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was, and one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
Ready up. Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On the give, this is Hubbard. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic, a lot of fun to watch.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. So here's Goff and the Lions. Down by 11, a minute 6 to play. They need a touchdown with a 2-point conversion and a field goal in either order as they've got it first down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now it's Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Able to connect with Chark. And some space here. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
The Lions will set up for the two-point conversion.
Goff. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So the deficit now 3 after the huge conversion, but they need to get the football back.
So this is where special teams really comes into play, because getting the ball back, it starts with this next kickoff. How do they get downfield? Either jar it loose or get the ball back themselves. That's going to be key for them.
The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Carolina, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit.